I became a professional makeup artist completely by accident and almost by necessity. This is the story about how I became a professional makeup artist and where I am now. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Mallory Ossis. I've been a professional makeup artist for over 12 years, and just recently I went viral for creating the boyfriend blush trend, and my face has been everywhere lately. I do apologize. It's very difficult for me to tell this story. I don't know why. I've tried to do it so many times, but it's just very weird for me to be talking about myself. Okay, just starting from the relevant points. In 2010, I graduate high school and I start working at the mall because working at the mall is my dream. I really wanted to work at the mall. So I got a job at Victoria's Secret, and it was amazing because of the fact that I was helping women. I was creating a very beautiful bond with other women, and I was just helping them with their self-esteem and their body image. It was amazing. Looking back on it, I'm so glad that I got that job in the first place because it was my first real interaction with helping women. Yeah, helping women. And it sparked a passion, and that's amazing. At the time, I wasn't wearing a ton of makeup. I was wearing a fine amount of makeup for my age, which was around 18, 19, and I loved wearing it. Like, I was experimenting with smoky eyes, I was wearing tons of glitter, I was just having a lot of fun, and it was a very female-driven environment, so you could just be really expressive and cutesy, and it was super fun. And I started putting makeup on customers as a cross-selling technique, so they would buy something maybe from Pink or from, wherever, and then I would show them the makeup that Victoria's Secret had created, which was called VS Beauty. So I was just had like a little cute little pack of brushes, and I was helping people, and yeah, little did I know what was to come. So at that time, obviously, was not a makeup artist. I was not. I was simply helping people find lip glosses and face powder and maybe a bronzer or an eyeshadow. You know what I mean? Like, that was it. That was as far as it went. Luckily, Victoria's Secret was not paying me anything at all. At the time, they were paying the minimum wage, which was understandable. And so my friend, who was the merchandising manager, she came up to me and she said, "Hey, Mallory, I gotta tell you a secret." Sephora is opening up outside the mall, and the rumor is that they're paying $10 an hour. And I was like, $10 an hour? That's $3 whole more than I'm getting paid an hour now. And she said, "You should apply." And my first question was, what is Sephora? I had never seen a Sephora. I had seen Ulta, tons of times. And that was totally around our area where we lived. And yeah, she said, "It's a makeup store. You should apply. Seriously, you would love it." And so I said, okay. And I went outside and I applied to Sephora with a paper application, because that's how long ago this was, and got hired. Thank God. At the time, Sephora was not what it is now. Sephora was very niche. People who loved makeup, who were in the know about makeup, probably people who were in the know about fashion, knew about Sephora. It wasn't like everybody and their grandma knew about Sephora. When I would tell people I worked at Sephora, they would say, "What's Sephora?" So it was very niche. It was very small in the town that I lived in Virginia. And the Sephora actually only had about 11 people who worked there, including management staff, including the consultants. 11 people worked in this standalone Sephora in my hometown. I would be the 12th person. And it was amazing. When I went in to fill out my application for Sephora, I couldn't believe what was around me. The air was different. The vibe was different. The environment, the people were different. Like, just even the way people looked, even the way people acted, just every single thing was so different. And I was immediately enthralled. I felt like I was home. It was almost like an aha moment, like, this is where I belong. Where have I been? I've been missing out on this entire universe that I had no idea even existed. Because no matter what you say, there's a difference between Sephora and Ulta. Total difference, especially back then. When we had the long black lab coat thing that we would zip up all the way, and like everybody had different colored hair, and like, oh, it was just cool. It was so cool. Anyways, so I get hired as a skincare consultant because I obviously have no real makeup experience. And, Sephora's legit. They're like, hey, you don't know what you're doing, so you can be a skincare consultant because you have great sales techniques. And I was like, yeah, that's totally fine. I'm making $10 an hour. I'm happy as a clam. I don't need anything else pretty much at this point. So I become a skincare consultant and I become a skincare expert, which is great, I was obsessed. I would spend all day, every day learning about skincare, learning about makeup, learning about everything that Sephora had to offer. I mean, it was an incredible learning experience, especially for somebody like me who was a sponge. Call me SpongeBob because I couldn't soak up enough information. I was obsessed with the environment, with the learning techniques that Sephora instilled in you, and just how you were constantly learning, evolving, creating, becoming better, learning from others. It's a great learning experience that they create as far as you're just always improving yourself. You're always improving your skills and upskilling and just being better. Yeah, did I say you get better? And now comes the fun part. So I'm introduced to the makeup side out of necessity because they need people who are going to be able to apply makeup, and also people who have open availability, which was me because I had nothing else to do. I would come into work 3 hours before my shift started, or I would stay 3 hours afterwards, and I would just learn everything. I would touch everything. I would try everything. I was engulfed in the world of Sephora, and I think that helped me a lot because I think people could see my passion and they knew that I wanted this life. They knew that I wanted this essence. And so I got it. Anyways, so literally, I am a skincare consultant still at this time, and my manager comes up and she goes, Mallory, this person needs a color match. This is the foundation, this is the brush. Go, color match them. And I was like, I can't. I'm a skincare consultant. And she was like, not today, you're not. Get over there, So I said, okay. And literally from that first swipe of the brush, that was it. That was history. I was hooked. So I truly became a makeup artist out of necessity because they really needed me to become a makeup artist. But I stayed a makeup artist and I stayed in the Sephora universe because of the fact that I was helping women. Immediately, I was helping women and helping them to see themselves differently. And I've always had the same exact approach about makeup. It's not about the products. It's not about the amount of money that you can spend. It's nothing about that. It's about the technique, and it's about how you feel when you put it on. It's about changing the way that you think about yourself when you look in the mirror, having that confidence, building that confidence, and just enjoying looking at yourself, which I can honestly say that not a lot of people do enjoy what they see when they look in the mirror. And if you can help somebody to see themselves differently, it is a gift. And you know that that's what you should be doing. Anyways, so I'm learning every single thing. I'm getting trainings from NARS and Makeup Forever, and I'm learning techniques, and I'm learning certain skills that are just going to help me to develop my own personal style and how I can convey my personal style to clients and just people in general. And I become the lead makeup artist in the store, which is amazing, and one of the lead makeup artists in the district, which is amazing, dream come true. Wow, I'm loving this life. And then 2016 happens, and I meet my husband. He's Australian. So we meet, and he's like, hey, you should come to Australia. And I'm like, that sounds amazing. Let's go. When can we leave? And yeah, I go to Australia. So I obviously have to quit my job at Sephora, which was, I think, a really good thing in the end. A really, really good thing in the end. Anyways, so I come to Australia, which is where I am now, coming to you live from Australia. And I get a job as a traveling makeup artist with YSL, which was great at the time. And it got me into the Australian market, which was hard, to be honest with you. I don't think they wanted to hire me at all, but I'm really glad that they did. Anywho, and from YSL, I go into the Legacy brand, which is where I'm working at the moment. And that brand is the Estee Lauder companies. So I get a job with Tom Ford, which was my life. Obviously, you know, I've talked about it many, many times. My time working at Tom Ford was short, but it was very, very sweet. I loved it. It was definitely a brand that represented myself. I felt like I really fit there. I felt like my look and the way that I do my makeup naturally and how I like to look is definitely very Tom Ford. Anywho, but it turns out that I was needed more at Estee Lauder, and I really, really thrive at Estee Lauder. Again, that's where I work now. In case you didn't know, I'm still a working makeup artist. I'm not like a TikToker, not an influencer. I wouldn't say that I am, but I think a lot of people maybe think that I am because they don't know that I'm still a working makeup artist, and I still really, really enjoy helping women every single day. And that's honestly where I get so many ideas for all of these videos that I create. They're real questions that women ask me every single day when I'm at work. You know, I look like this. How can I achieve this? Or I want to wear this. How can I do that with these eyes? Or, you know, the number one question that I get every single day is, what colors look best on me? And that created the entire series of videos that I did based on eye color, because it's legitimately the question that I get asked the most every single day by every single person. So I'm really glad that I stayed as a working makeup artist and didn't just make videos, because I wouldn't have had that opportunity to make all of those videos and reach millions and millions and millions of people through those videos. So that's amazing. Okay, hoping I haven't lost the plot. Anyways, so I'm still working as a makeup artist for Estee Lauder. I have actually won, I think it's been 5 awards with Estee Lauder for makeup artistry, for digital content creation, for sales. Yeah, so I'm really actually proud of that, because leaving Sephora and going to working with one brand, I actually think is really amazing. It was really hard in the beginning too, because I was used to working across so many different brands and having so much knowledge about so many different things, and then going to just one brand. I guess the moral of the story is makeup artistry chose me, I think. I didn't really choose it. I always wanted to be an artist ever since I was a kid, but people told me that I didn't have any artistry ability. And I guess it's just because maybe on pen and paper I didn't, and on people's faces I do. And it's just my choice of artistic medium, and I really love it still. I love it even more now than I did then. And yeah, like I said, I think it's just the fact of just helping people and just making them feel beautiful in their own skin and just being there for them. You know what I mean? You become somebody's best friend, their sister, their mom, their confidant, all at once. Within 2 minutes of meeting them, you know, you have to create a really special bond and relationship with them and make them feel like they can trust you, which is so huge. You know, having women trust me with their face, that's massive. So yeah, I'm just very blessed. And just, yeah, super grateful. Super grateful for this life and for this connection that I get to have with so many people. So many people. So I'm really happy about that. Yay! So that's how I became a professional makeup artist. And I say professional because that's how I've made a living. That's my job, and that's been my job for the past 12 years. So I may not be a celebrity makeup artist, but that's not the only makeup artists that are legitimate and that exist and that help people. So if you have a dream of becoming a makeup artist or just an artist in general, the world is your oyster. Don't stop until you succeed. Keep going. Creating art is the most amazing thing that you could ever do. And if your art touches even just one person, then you've made your dreams come true. So yes, I hope I explained my life correctly. I really don't actually know. Yeah. But anyways, I hope you enjoy. First of all, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for the love, the comments, the support, the amount of DMs and comments that I get from you guys, and the amount of love that you send in those comments. It's so cool. And honestly, sometimes it is overwhelming because I can't believe it, that it happened to me. And I'm actually so happy as well that I'm still just as passionate about makeup than I was 12 years ago. And I know that I will continue to grow, and I will continue to grow my passion as well, Like I said, as long as you're helping people, you're making your dreams come true. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Thank you a million times, as always. Wouldn't be here without you. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Love you.